Hello together and welcome to our second webinar. The last time in our first webinar we told you that we have several new products like our controllers and stepper motors from the company Fastech. And today we want to explain a little bit more about the controllers and also some of our new stages. So our topics for today: our new controllers, then the new linear drives, our new cylinder drives, and also, of course, our new local stage, which we developed here in Germany. The controllers, or the stepper motors, including the controllers from Fastech, have different connections, like this one here. This is ET02 EtherCAT, as the name says, with EtherCAT connection. So the next one is with Pulse, and the second one, the red one, is ET02 plus E. That's a Ethernet controller. So as you can see, very good. We have the yellow here on the back side. That's a encoder, because all of the controllers, all of the stepper motors have an encoder on the back side and the controller. So we have different kinds of controllers. Here, for example, we have one with the RS485 connection, and of course these are the bigger versions. We have also smaller versions. If you have not enough space, you can choose also the small versions here. And this special one here, these motors have the encoder and the controller included in one unit. All the motors can driven in a daisy chain. Here, for example, we can connect it directly to the computer, to a standard computer or an industrial computer. Also, you have the possibility to use the EtherCAT and to use the EtherCAT master to connect it to your system. We want to explain a little bit more today about the closed loop, which is especially of the motors which we have from Fastech. So what means closed loop? So often you want to drive your stage and you want to make sure that your stage is moving the steps which you want. But sometimes, because of the load or the acceleration, you will lose steps, and at that moment the encoder realize that you have loose steps and directly gives a feedback to the controller so that it can correct the lost steps. We have prepared something to show you, to explain you how to run a motor, and this is explained by Torben, which will show you now.
Before, we showed you our different kind of stepper motor controllers on all the different sizes, and now we would like to explain you how easy it is to set up a closed loop stepper motor system. Therefore, we have a sample. This is a ET stepper motor controller including motor. So we have a stepper motor here. Behind there is an encoder with a resolution of 10,000 steps per turn, and also included is a complete controller unit. We have all our connectors on the top of this unit. So we have a RS485 as an input and also as an output to use it in a daisy chain. If you use it as the last controller in a daisy chain, we have a switch for termination. Also, we have a power supply, and we have a connector for I/O inputs like limit switch or signal inputs or outputs. On the back side, you can see the slave number for the daisy chain, and you also can change directly the slave number. And with the dip switch, you can change the baud rate from the communication. So to connect the controller to a PC, we use a small adapter, a converter. this converter can convert the RS485 signal to a standard USB so that we easily can use it with a Windows computer. So first of all, we will make a connection between the converter and the controller. So we have our RS485 signal, and the other thing we need is a power supply. So here we have 24 volts, and now you can see already that the slave is shown with number 0. Now we start our software. We have a standard software from Fastech coming with each controller, and we will try to connect the controller to the PC. We have COM port 3 here. If you have different adapters, of course you have several COM ports, and we connect and hope that everything is fine. There we have the controller on port number 3, slave number 0, as I showed you before. The type is a Easy Servo plus R all, and we have a motor size of 42 millimeters, and it is connected through RS485. So what can we do now? First of all, we have a parameter list. In this parameter list, we can make all settings to the controller, like the ramps, the acceleration, deceleration, different settings for AND switches. We can set the current for holding torque or for standard movement and all things like this. So if we make changes here, we can save it to ROM, and everything is stored in the controller. In standard version, all the settings are made so that everything should work very fine. So camera switched off. I will switch it on again. Sorry for this. So the next is we can make I/O setting. With this I/O setting, first we can set the limit switch. Is it low active or is it high active? And also we can make settings for our external inputs. The next point is we have an I/O monitor. So if you have AND switches or external inputs or outputs, we have the signal shown here. So now we want to move our motor. Therefore, we have a motion test. And in this motion test, we can set a single move. So we can say how many pulses one movement should be. And we also have an overview about the position. We have the position which should be reached. This is a command position, and we have the actual position. So at the moment the motor is switched off, but if I move the stepper motor, you can see that the position also changes. Now I will switch on the motor, therefore I press servo on, and we can see that servo is switched on here, and now we also have a feedback of the command position. So I will try to move this command position to 0. Therefore I said he should make 380 steps, and then I can move into different directions, and you see that the coupling is moving always 380 pulses. And now we have a command position of 0 and also the actual position of 0. And the stepper motor already works in closed loop. I can show you this. I will move the coupling here into another position, and you see it always comes back directly to the command position. So if you look to the green window, you can see now I move it, and we have a actual position which is different from the command position, and the motor automatically moves back to the command position. That's very easy to set up like this, so you do not have to take care about closed loop. The controller is doing everything by himself. If you want to program different situations, different positions, you can do this with standard programming software like C# or LabVIEW. You will get a complete command list together with a motor software, so that you easily can program your positions. If you do not want to make a programming in another system, you also can use our parameter list. Our position table. This position table allows you to set different positions, and the motor will move to these different positions automatically. You also can make breaks in between or check the end switches or something like this. So we choose the first position where you should start, then we press run, and then you will see that the motor starts to move to all the different positions. And that's all. Very easy, very simple setup with a very high control and a 10,000 step encoder which controls the position and makes sure that your stage is doing whatever you would like and controls this automatically. So now we will show you a short movie where we attached the stepper motor to one of our GKA stages. It's a 2-axis setup, and you can have a look at it, how precise it will work.
Yeah, here you can see the motor which Tom explained to you before. This is our GKA axis with a easy step all. This runs the whole day without losing any steps, and as you can see here, the accuracy of the motor. So as explained before, we will show you also some new products which we showed on the last exhibition in Taipei last month. So first of all, we have our GECA. This is available with a stroke of maximum 200 millimeter. The accuracy is around 20, the repeatability of the stage is around 20 micron. So the next one is a similar stage. Here can you see a video from the last exhibition. Yeah, a similar stage, but with a table on the top. This is our GECB, also with similar values. The special here is you can see in the background that it includes our new anti-creep system. Also here the repeatability is around 20 micron. All the stages are running with a ball screw, which is high precision and to avoid any backlash. A special product is our cylinder drive. The cylinder drive has also a ball screw included. We have this available in different sizes, the smaller version here and also the bigger version here. Yeah, here showed video how you can see. There you can see that it runs with that we use a ball screw. This is our GIRO series. This has a closed design to avoid any dirt or dust. This is a complete new product. The special here is that this runs in opposite direction. You can use it, for example, with a gripping application or whatever. Yeah, here our linear drive series. This is our bigger stages. These are available with a very long stroke. And our well-known GKA axis. Here we have adapted some new products to GKA axis. This is our GKS stages with 20 millimeter size to complete our product range. This is you can exchange other stages which are similar from other suppliers. So the maximum what you can achieve here is a 500 millimeter stroke, and with the new stages, we have a minimum stroke of 30 millimeter. Yeah, the last one is our new low-cost stage. This stage are developed here in Germany. Low-cost means that we want to sell it for less than 400 euro. The special here is that we use only 11 parts. We can have also look inside. You can see our very precise guidings here on the other side there. This guidings allows us, with the guidings we can reach a repeatability of 5 micron. We have also a special nut inside the black block, and the motor inside is a nanotech motor. So with this low-cost stage, we want to reach a complete new market. Yeah, these are our products for today. We hope you enjoyed our second webinar, and maybe we will see us again on our next webinar. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact us and our sales team. Thank you.